everyone, and welcome back to Jesse Hecht Creative. Today we're going over 3 retro-carded animated series figures, Cyborg Spider-Man, Hammerhead, and Armored Spider-Man from Marvel Legends. Before we begin, make sure to hit that like button and smash that subscribe button. Now let's get to it. Let's take a look at Cyborg Spider-Man. I love this head sculpt a lot. The intricacies of it are really nicely done. The eye is super cool. The paint is really nicely detailed too. We have a variety of white over here, along with the eyes that are kind of off-white. They're a little bit off-painted a little bit, which is kind of ironic, seeing as everything else is so complicated. I do find that this eye thing is really neat. It doesn't go over the entire eye lens. It just goes over where the eye would be on the human head. There's stitching going on all up and over the head, going back to this like band coming around. We also have this strap. It's a very detailed head that's really nicely done. The symbol is really cool. It's very circular, very nice looking. Going down to the body, we have a belt that looks like it came out of the X-Men. Really cool and awesome looking. On the back, we have a nice round circular, once again, spider emblem over here. We have a regular spider arm that looks really nice. There's pins on it, yeah, but it's still fine, and they kind of work out okay. But uh-oh, yeah, we got red on the middle. That's a shame. We got a fist over here with this metal arm, and it looks like roof plating over here. Maybe drawers from a desk, I'm not even sure. Kind of weird, maybe kind of reminds me of sort of samurai armor in a way. Really weird, roided out kind of, muscle over here. That's kind of strange. I like how it looks, though. He has a little, wristwatch or gauntlet or something over here. But this is kind of creeping me out. It's like a giant steroid muscle that's all cyborg and robotic. Coming down to the legs, I wish he had some kind of cyborg leg. That'd be really cool. But they're adhering to the animated series cartoon character. At least we have this wrap over here you can use for other stuff. If somebody's injured or wounded, boom, put that around, and there's a little signal, telltale sign. This is not really that movable per se. It does kind of move a little bit. And the body is, I think we've seen this before. It's a pretty good figure, all things considered, and looks super cool. As far as accessories goes, he comes with this generic thwipping web thing and a thwip hand as well. I do have to notice that this does not fit on this arm as well as it could. There's a little bit of wiggle and wobble. Not sure if it's my copy, but just letting you all be aware. As far as articulation goes, the head can go back this far, forward this far, swivel, a little bit of pivot here and there. You get up this far, down, all the way around. You get a swivel up over here. Double joint elbow right here. Looks very nice. You get a swivel and then up and down with the wrist on this side. Goes up, not really that far. Down, all the way around. Kind of chunky on that. Doesn't really work that well. Swivel over here. Double joint elbow doesn't really crash into anything. Swivel and then back and then forward. Again, being careful with that peg. I don't know why it doesn't fit all the way in. It's kind of a shame. He does come with butterfly joints that go in this far and then out very nicely. There's missing a little bit of paint on that, but that's fine. I would guess you get crunch back, crunch forward, swivel at the hips. You get out this far with the hips, up with the leg, down and back all the way with the leg. Doesn't really work that well on this one, but this one, it's a little bit better because you're missing that little strap. You do get a swivel right down here, a down and an up, and then pivot with 2 peg holes at the bottom of the feet. Really cool looking figure, really nice articulation. It's a shame about this hand, but I don't really use it all that much. I kind of use the other ones for fighting. But yeah, he comes with some good stuff and looks really cool if you want to get a Cyborg Spider-Man. Next up is Armored Spider-Man. I've always liked the look of this guy. It's really cool. I like how round his head is as opposed to the sort of more ovular heads in our Spider-Men. It's really nicely done. There is no web lining, but I don't care. It's all armor pieces plated together. That's really nice. The eyes are black this time around. Really nice looking, really cool. He has a mesh coating underneath that kind of connects everything together. The spider symbol looks really cool on the back. He has a lot of armor going around his body. The chest is pretty cool. I like how angular this is as opposed to circular this is. And how it's plated as well, matching him. That's really neat. As far as the chest goes, looks really good over here. The arrow looks really cool down here. It doesn't replicate it on the back, but the nice little sort of texturing on here is really super cool and very well done. Going back to the legs, there's some armor on the back. Looks really cool. Armor on the front looks really neat. Very nice looking for this Spider-Man, and it's super cool. Even his fists are really well done, so that's great. Awesome look for this guy. As far as accessories goes, he comes with 2 thwip hands that can swivel and then hinge back and forth. They look really nice, and the fingers are all swirly twirly. It's cool. He also comes with 2 web effects that are hard to see on camera, but they're really cool otherwise and great for webbing up bad guys. As far as articulation goes, the head can swivel around on a ball. Looks really nice. It's kind of limited by the ball. I don't think it's hollowed out on the inside, but whatever. Goes up this far. It doesn't really, I don't think, crimp this piece or hurt it, which is amazing. You also get a swivel over here. You get a double joint elbow. That works pretty fine. You get a crunch back this far. There's armor that is kind of exposed over here, forward this far. There's not really armor to expose over here. It still looks nice on the back. You also get a swivel right over here that does break up the armored pieces. You get splits this far, then up and down and all the way back, which works out really nicely. You do get a swivel up here, no swivel down here, down and up, and then pivot with 2 pegals at the bottom of the feet. Super nice looking figure, super great figure overall. I wouldn't have minded some more hands, but I get how this is a retro and kind of pricey for what you're getting at least. Cyborg Spider-Man stands at 6 inches tall, while Armored Spider-Man stands at just under 6 inches tall. They look good together though, next to Jesse Hecht Creative. Please don't hurt me. Take anything you want. Oh, you guys just wanted my popcorn. Well, have at it. Even I don't know where that thing's been for a while. Hello everyone, and thank you so much for watching so far. Make sure to click like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment. You can also click the bell icon for more creativity. Now let's get back to it. So here's Hammerhead. I really love this head sculpt. It's wonderful. Very flat top, very smooth, very good. The hair looks really nice and wonderful, almost kind of Elvis-y in a way. But for me, it's the face. All the wrinkles are amazing on here. The eyebrows are great. The nose is really huge. The eyes are really piercing and small. We have some good ears over here. They're kind of weird and maybe cauliflowered, I would guess. The mouth has a nice little sneer to it with some paint on it. Looks really good. But that flat top is just wonderful. That's great. I love how huge and chunky the suit is. Again, it's a suited body with somewhat limited articulation, I would believe. But they made it work here with all those pinstripes. They look wonderful. Just super great. Very detailed. Really nicely done. Some really wrinkled pants over here. The shoes are really nice and shiny. And very good on the floors, by the way. Really nicely done. Comes these big fists that are really cool. One has a little thing that says head on it, which is great. And I just love how this guy looks. Blue suit with a black shirt and then red tie with this big visage. Ugh, don't want to see him coming down a dark alley. As far as accessories goes, he comes with 2 fists. We've seen these fists before, but this one has the word head on it. If he punches you, it's going to say head on your head. You can swivel it and then hinge back and forward. Very nicely done. Just don't get punched by this guy. He also comes with 2 gripping hands and a bat. The bat we've seen before. The gripping hands I don't think we have. It's a very nice looking bat though. Dark brown. Really cool. You get a swivel and then hinge for each. Really nice gripping hands that work well with the bat. As far as articulation goes for Hammerhead, the head can go back this far, forward this far, get some nice swivel around. There's another ball joint over here, good pivot, really nice pivot for hammering things in. We do get an up this far, down this far, all the way around. You get some swivel here at the bicep, double joint elbow, works pretty okay. You also get kind of a crunch if you want to work it. It doesn't really want to crunch that well with this kind of suit, but if you can kind of make it work, I guess it'll work. You may have to cut into the suit itself. You get a swivel over here. You get out this far, in this far, up this far, down this far, both hindered by the jacket. You get double jointed knees that work actually really nicely. They're kind of blocky though and really strange. You get a swivel over here, no swivel down here. You get down and then up, and you get a pivot with 2 pegals at the bottom of the feet. Yeah, it's a nice figure. Looks really good. I don't really have much to complain with. I wish there was more crunch to him so you could actually have him do his Hammerhead pose where he, rams into things. You probably could do this and make that work, but I'd rather have some kind of more agility for this guy. Hammerhead stands at just above 6 inches tall next to Jesse Hecht Creative. Oh boy, what a day. I get webbed up, my popcorn gets stolen, and now you're giving me the choice of what to beat me with. Your bat, your head, or your fist. Alright, let's get it over with. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by the toe. Overall, these are some really nice figures. I love the effort they put into them considering that they're just retros without a Build-A-Figure piece. That being said, they're really nice, and even though a lot of them are reuses, they're still warranted to be some really great figures, especially if you're into the animated series. Cyborg Spider-Man looks really cool. I love the classic colors along with the cyborg elements. He looks great and kind of could fit into any team, but Spider-Verse is the one for him, so he's going to stay there, for at least for me. I really like the accessories that come with him. That arm is super cool, the head sculpt is genius, and he just looks wonderful. Armored Spider-Man is a new body mold. He looks great. I love the mesh underneath and the armor clashing in a good way. It's really nice to see. That head sculpt is really cool. The little armored plating around him is just awesome, and he looks really tactical and great as well. I'm really happy with that spider symbol on the back and the front. They just look astounding. Hammerhead is really cool too. I'm surprised they can get a lot of mileage out of this body mold. It looks great. The pinstripes really bring it all together. The extra hands, especially the fist punching with the head on it, is really great. The head is awesome too. I love this sculpt. It's wonderful and really nicely done. That flat top is awesome, and the bat is a really nice touch with those gripping hands. I really love all three of these figures, and they're super cool. Definitely pick them up if you can find them still, or if you're not a fan of the animated series or Spider-Man at all, just don't get them and put them back into the Spider-Verse. Thank you so much for watching Jesse Hecht Creative. Feel free to click like, subscribe, share, or leave a comment. You can also visit us at jessehechtcreative.com, where you'll find more reviews like this one. Thanks again for watching, and keep being creative. Stay tuned.